Oh, it's a gar. Get him in. Oh, no. Get him, Bear. Get him.
No. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God, my second gar. But I actually got him in.
Okay, say we caught a gar out there on the river, so we kind of want to see what someone said it was good to eat. I want to test one, just fry it up and see how it comes out to give it a good run. Never cleaned one, so we're gonna. Okay, so this fish is like a dinosaur fish, and its scales are so hard I can't even cut through it. So I went and got a big knife to see if I can cut its head off. My fillet knife wouldn't do it. I don't even know what kind of meat is on this, if any, but let's see. Oh yeah, there's some meat in there. We're probably gonna try to get these chunks that run right down here.
Yeah.
The next trick is figuring out how to get past all the scales. So I'm thinking I'm gonna cut through the belly this way. It's probably the softest part. So I'm gonna lay it on its side.
Oh, or you can just stab it with a spear.
Wow, that is really hard skin. You hear that?
Don't cut me or you.
I'm not. I can make boots out of that leather, out of that skin. That's some stuff right there. Okay, let's see what we got in here. First, we'll see how much of this is all guts. What he's been eating. Like I said, we caught him on a fish, so they usually eat fresh fish right off the top. All the game fish. Can you even see me cutting, Sebastian?
Yes.
Hey, show the camera the kitty.
Okay, that's a little easier.
New cat.
Make sure your cat, get away. Make sure your knife's really sharp. Now you can see
Kitty likes it.
he's all innards all the way down. I've never seen that much innards on a fish. Okay, we're down to the scooper.
Show her to the camera.
So
I did.
I'm gonna scoop out all this stuff. And I'm gonna look up some research, see how old a fish is like this, how if they're young fish at this age, but I know that on the river they get huge. I've caught some really big ones, like 48 inchers. So now we gotta figure out how to get through that skin down there. There's still one more membrane here. I don't know if it's really in my way. Let's see if we can get it out. I mean, it's kind of like a pike as far as how hard it is. I haven't cleaned one of those in years, but their skin's not as hard. This is like part of the mud vein. Here, kitty, look. Kiki, 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 kiki. So, what I noticed in the process here is the skin is so thick, I might fillet it off the skin because I can actually cut. We'll go around that little fin there. I don't know if you can hear that skin, it's like boot leather. And you can see where it's peeling off, so I'm thinking if we just keep working at this, I don't want any of this belly meat anyways, I just want to get the skin off. I want the back strap meat. So we're gonna see.
Battery nearly dead.
I got more in the house. How far up the back are we? We're pretty far, so let's see if I can work a fillet down this thing and we'll peel it backwards. So right now I'm just cutting down the ribs on the side. I'm not gonna make it through the skin, I guaranteed. And I'm gonna try pulling that out of there. This is the piece of meat I'm after right here. It's a nice thick piece. I don't know if you can see how thick that is. Pretty thick piece of meat. We'll see how this stuff works here. I'm gonna try cutting this way and get a chunk off first. Run the knife down that thing and see if it'll come off. I'm trying not to mush up the meat too much. Normally we'd cut through that fillet and all that skin and peel it later, but this one's got to be worked up. I can see why people don't eat this a lot. This is a big fish. And there's a fillet out of it. Now these bones should come out. Like I said, I only want the piece above the mud vein. I don't want all that fishy flavor, so if we're gonna test it, we're gonna test the best piece of fish. That was a lot of work to get that out of there. That's just one little strip. That's what we're gonna test cook. And go from there. The rest of the fish we'll see here. It feels really tough, but we'll see how it comes out.
Looks pretty good.
Here we go. And there's a lot more in there. I only did the first 8 inches, so you'd get probably 4 of those out of there that you could eat. I'm gonna clean this up and please enjoy the video. Thank you. So we just got done cleaning that piece of gar off, and we only did a little bit because I want to see how it tastes, but it looks just like every other meat. It's similar in look, I guess, to catfish with the pinkness to it. Like I said, that skin is like leather, so we did it a totally different way on this one. My son wants to try it. We're only going to eat a little bit of it. We're going to cut it in little nuggets, and we're going to bread it. We're going to make a real quick breading just to test this. There's a little strip, and we'll see how it tastes. If it's worth cleaning a whole fish or not worth cleaning a whole fish. But like I said, it kind of looks like catfish. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Okay, this one is for the egg. I'm gonna do 1 egg for the mix.
Jeez.
And then we're gonna do just some milk, and it takes, you know, maybe 1/4 cup. Call that a 1/4 cup. Now I'm gonna get a fork and whip that up. Now I do have hot oil already started on the stove. Over here I got it heating up. Hey guys, we're back to change the battery. We do have hot oil already heating. So I got it on high till it gets hot, so I'm gonna turn down to about medium high maybe. Just so I want to make sure this fish cooks thoroughly. And I'm gonna whip my egg and milk here together. Then we're gonna season the egg and milk. We're gonna season the fish while I got it in my hand. A little salt, and the milk too, and some garlic. We use granulated garlic, and I'm just kind of sprinkling it on everything because when it fries, all this gets thinned and diluted out with more stuff. So now I got a nice mixture there. In another container, one that probably you can get a lid on. I'm gonna dump some breadcrumbs, enough to coat those fish is the hope. And again, we're gonna season them, salt, pepper, just shake some in there, maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon each, and a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic. We're gonna put the lid on, shake that all up. Now what we're gonna do is dunk the fish in the egg wash first. Get some stuff on it here.
Hope it tastes good.
And then that'll get the moisture we need, and shake the jar as you put it in there, because it'll keep coating it. You can kind of bounce it around. If you can see in there.
Yes.
See how they're bouncing? That way they don't stick together in there. This is a real simple batter just to test fish with. So now, they coated one time, but they're only a thin coat, so we're gonna put them back in the egg wash again. Just pull them back out. Still make sure you got enough breadcrumbs, you can always add more. I'm just gonna quick flip them to get a little more breading on there, because one more egg wash will really help hold that breading on there. And I'm still just shaking them in there like little balls of dough, and all that breadcrumb will stick to it. Put my milk in the sink. Stay on the video. Yeah, stay on that. Just put my container away and wash my hands again. Now we're gonna move this over here to the cold part of the stove. The grease should be nice and hot. We're gonna pull out a chunk and see if it's coated. They're nice and coated. It looks like one big piece right there. So we'll put that in there. And I got another ball or nugget here. So we'll drop that one in there. Another nugget. Move them around. Another nugget. They really get puffed it up when they get all that batter on them, so it makes it look like a lot more fish. We'll drop that one in. Now we're just gonna kind of get those to mix around. Like use your fork to kind of move them around. Now if your grease, they start browning too quick, like those are, we're gonna turn that heat down. I'm gonna pull that off for a second because they're browning so quick the fish won't cook and I'll have burnt pieces of nuggets. So that's why I went to medium high, but that was obviously too high, so we're gonna go to medium. I'm gonna turn it down there. cleaning off my mess here real quick. My wife hates when I make a mess while I'm cooking. So right now they're not even on the burner. You can see in the pan. You can look in there. They're already getting golden brown. The way you tell if fried food is done is when it floats. So when it floats completely, you know your fish is done, or at least 90% done. You can always leave it in a little bit longer, but just watch for that floating of the product in there. Even if you were doing like anything deep fried, when it starts floating real good, it's usually done at that point. Then you're just crisping it up. So we're still mixing those around a little bit. Grab a pair of tongs. The grease is cooling off now, so I can move it back over.
I don't have this.
And we're just mixing those up. They're looking nice in there. You can see up here on my temperature, I got it turned down quite a bit, and I can always go a little bit more. I want to make sure, because these are pretty thick chunks, they got to cook a little bit slower than a thin piece of fish where you want it to crisp really fast. This has to take its time to work its way into that fish. You can pause it. Okay, I've had it on this low medium. I'm in like medium, low medium. You can look in here in the pan, they're getting pretty browned. We're gonna make sure they crisp up and finish up here, and we're gonna see how bad they are. So I'm gonna turn it up a little bit here to medium high. We'll go ahead and make it easy, medium high. Should be right about there. We'll let this get crispy. They're looking really good though. They're floating. So now it's just a matter of getting the right crisp and making sure they're done. So let me pull some of these little chunks out, and I'm just putting them on this so I don't use up paper towels. So just let them drip right on the plate underneath it. Just wash off later. So we got some nice fish nuggets. And we're gonna let these cool, and we're gonna try them out, and I'll be back here in a minute with the test run. So here's what they look like, and we're gonna do a test on these and see how they taste. Sebastian's first. We're gonna do a little checklist and put this under the strange food category. Come on, Sebastian, wait for you to give it a test bite.
Okay.
And he's got his two favorite sauces. He's got yum yum sauce and he's got ketchup. So he's gonna see what he thinks of this.
It's really hot.
It's really hot.
Yeah,
should I pause it?
You want? Yeah.
Let it cool off?
Yeah, pause it for like maybe.
Okay. Okay, Sebastian's doing a GAR taste test challenge. He's got everyone written down what they think about the GAR. He's gonna go first. He's doing a ketchup taste. What do you think?
Kind of tastes like a bit of calamari mixed with bass, in my opinion.
Calamari and bass, is it chewy?
Ish.
Because calamari is chewy-ish. Okay, uh-oh, Kasha's digging in.
And then some of the bass flavor.
You gotta get those facial emotions to know if they're telling the truth or not. What do you think, honey?
It's for sure it's not mushy.
It's not mushy? Like crappie's real mushy.
The scale was like a rock, so.
Sebastian Marty liked it. Roxy! Come here, you gotta take a bite.
It's hard to tell about the breading on it. I'm gonna peel it out a little bit so I can taste just the fish.
Overall, what's your idea with the breading and everything?
I actually like it. It's just a bit more firm than most fish would. But it's not as chewy, I don't think.
Dude, that's the skin, Roxy. You gotta take a bite of fish. So
You know, it's like between chicken nugget, that, and a fish.
there you go, taste that
Chicken
one.
nugget, calamari, and bass combined. That's pretty much
Here
it.
comes Roxy. She's giving it a shot. It's hot if you get a big chunk. You can dip it in ketchup, or those are Sebastian's choices of sauces. Yum yum or ketchup.
She does the same thing behind it.
And I'm gonna give one a shot here. So you can see what that one looks like.
Oh.
Like chicken nuggets, you like this. If you
Yeah, it's
like
almost
fish,
like
you like
chicken.
It
this.
is almost like chicken nugget.
If you like squid, you like this. It's
That's
all
a little
different.
more.
It's even the texture of a chicken nugget.
It's a little bit more chewier, but
Yeah, it's like a
So-
chicken nugget and squid, pretty much.
Yeah, I think pretty good.
You like that one, Roxy? Is it like a chicken nugget?
Yeah.
Are they all guesses?
It actually has all the flavor of white meat chicken.
That's It's good.
And a bit of calamari from the tree.
Okay, Roxy gave it a thumbs up. Tastes like chicken nugget. Mom thumbs up, Dad thumbs up. So if we catch more gar and you want chicken nuggets but made out of fish, this is the deal. They actually taste like chicken nuggets. So now that we're done filming, the kids are gonna finish eating all that up, and hope you like the video. Let me know how it works out for you. We're gonna put this sort of the strange food categories. Have a good day.